Checked into the left hander. Was a cutter. Oh, slightly spin. Came into the left hander. Good bowling from Mustafizur Rahman. Not easy to pick those cutters.
Oh, good, but this for you with the shorter balls. He will come back at you. He will have the variations. So much experience behind him.
It'll also be interesting to have him take the deep ball. His hands will be needed. Crossing into the virtual factor. Haven't used the new ball. Nowadays, Shamin, that you have two seamers literally who
Well, is that going to attract the attention of the umpire? With regard to
দেশে একমাত্র 100% পিওর ভার্জিন পেট্রোলিয়াম জেলি ত্বকের যত্নে মায়ের স্পর্শের মতোই বিশুদ্ধ। ফ্রুটফল বিস্কুট খান ভালো জিনিস।
খাবারের জন্য মানুষের দারুণ স্বাদে ইসলাম দিচ্ছে ফ্রুটফল ক্রিম বিস্কুট। ভালো খান, ভালো থাকুন। যদি ড্যান্ড্রফ ফিরে আসে, নিউ ক্লিয়ার ম্যান এক ধাপ এগিয়ে রাখতে সাহায্য করে। জিততে থাকুন ক্লিয়ারের সাথে। বাইরের ভাইরাস থেকে সুরক্ষার জন্য লাইফ বয় হ্যান্ড স্যানিটাইজার। এটি ভাইরাস ধ্বংস করে পানি ছাড়ায়।
দেশে একমাত্র 100% পিওর ভার্জিন পেট্রোলিয়াম জেলি ত্বকের যত্নে মায়ের স্পর্শের মতোই বিশুদ্ধ। ফ্রুটফল বিস্কুট খান ভালো জিনিস।
খাবারের জন্য মানুষের দারুণ স্বাদে ইসলাম দিচ্ছে ফ্রুটফল ক্রিম বিস্কুট। ভালো খান, ভালো থাকুন। যদি ড্যান্ড্রফ ফিরে আসে, নিউ ক্লিয়ার ম্যান এক ধাপ এগিয়ে রাখতে সাহায্য করে। জিততে থাকুন ক্লিয়ারের সাথে। বাইরের ভাইরাস থেকে সুরক্ষার জন্য লাইফ বয় হ্যান্ড স্যানিটাইজার। এটি ভাইরাস ধ্বংস করে পানি ছাড়ায়।
দেশে একমাত্র 100%
Sure that even if they lose, it's not by a large margin, and hope the same fate happens to Uttam Odisha.
Worked away on the onside for a single. Also important for Odisha inside. They must be watching this game.
অ্যাকচুয়ালি স্পোর্টস এর সম্প্রসারণ সমস্যা।
The Chottogram review now. Just got a feel in the middle, looking at it with the scoreboard. All tracking. Knock it off.
Bingo, you need to change your decision.
There you go, he has to change his decision and up goes the credit bingo. Problem কোথায়? সিনেমা হল এখন হাতের মুঠোয় সিনেমা দেখার বাংলাদেশের নাম্বার 1 কমেডি অ্যাপ প্লে স্টোর থেকে Meet from a family of hairies. His friends don't like body hair, and she doesn't either. Body hair problem? Introducing Wheat Men Hair Removal Cream. Just apply, wait, and wipe for a long-lasting clean look. You men find you're sexy. TVS Enjoy Rush. Enjoy Rush জন্য TVS মোটরসাইকেল কিনে পান অনবদ্য 15 ছাড়। বিস্তারিত জানতে আজই আসুন TVS এর শোরুমে। বডির জন্য জিম আর ফেসের জন্য গ্লো অ্যান্ড হ্যান্ডসাম। দারুণ স্বাদে ইসলাম দিচ্ছে ফ্রোজেন ক্রিম বিস্কুট। ভালো খান, ভালো থাকুন। That's one in the middle, Eddie, who we were talking to earlier, but all his initial thoughts during the chat and the break have not really been fruitful or have not really worked out.
Are you okay with that? I was thinking about that angle, but still it went on to hit the leg. Some good review in the end. Taken by Lidon Dash, you are mentioning he was the one who went early. It's looking really difficult from here on for Rajshari.
A lot of defensive positions in the field, a lot of boundary riders. In the league, offside as the ring of fielders within the 30-yard circle. Pretty much in, or 10 yards in from the actual circle, so more kept up. Fielders on tippy toes. Deserved to be punished, but really with
4.9 and the second was a faster one, 19. And again a slow one and then eventually it was a faster one, drifting to the left-hander. Tried to work on the third man for a single but not more 20 over, 73 for 4 after 12.
দেশের একমাত্র 100% পিওর প্রাচীন পেট্রোলিয়াম জেলি ত্বকের চাটনি মায়ের স্পর্শের মতোই বিশুদ্ধ। ফ্রুট ফান বিস্কুট খান ভালো জিনিস।
ভালো লাগার জন্য মানুষের ধর্মসারে ইসলাম দিচ্ছে ফ্রুট ফান ক্রিম বিস্কুট। ভালো খান, ভালো থাকুন। ট্রিপল অ্যান্টি ড্যান্ড্রাফ টেকনোলজি খুশকি দূর করে, ঢোকানোর দিন শেষ। One of the batsmen being able to make an impression. Mr. Group Rashari with new batters coming in every other over. Used the angles but to get it on back. Hanging his bat out to dry. Well, he's thrown his gun at it, he's got an outside part of it, only for a single.
I was wondering, Rashani lost quite a few tight matches. They even lost after posting 220 and at times actually demoralizing for the players. And you lose so many tight matches and all of a sudden you get to throw away. You don't feel that punch inside you. Been their crucial match in the tournament, but still the body language I've seen right from the start is not there. Yes, they were at point. They started to feel that momentum, but then again, they threw it away. They wanted to take a double, but in the end, they took for a single. And that's what I was talking about. Against Dhaka, first game, they won by 2 runs. In the second game, they won by 6 wickets, but then on, they went to lose by 5 wickets, 1 run, 25 runs, 5 wickets, 8 wickets. But if you have noticed, they even lost after scoring 220. That actually hurts the momentum and the confidence as well. As a team, as a player, you always want to go through that line in the end. And a win can change everything. But for Rashtra's case, it has been the opposite.
They use 7 bowlers even today. They have the options, they have the variations in their bowling lineup. One thing that I really miss is Hamagan coming into the middle overs, just like Mustafiz is doing for the Chattogram team. Somebody who can come into the middle overs and bowl that economical spell. That spell that can trouble the batters, that spell that doesn't allow a free hit. Or the batters to cut loose after the power play. Ashwini was one. Definitely he's had a good spell. Ansel bowled well today. It consistently has been there. Chattogram was 48 in the power play. Rashai today losing 3 wickets. That hasn't helped their cause. Pretty much neck to neck, but the acceleration that happened for the Chattogram team in terms of batting towards the end, that's something that, at least today, will be hurting the Rajshahi batters. A lot of strokes like these will need to be played, and a lot of times they'll need to...
কল বন্ধ, প্রবলেম কোথায়? সিনেমা হল এখন হাতের মুঠোয়। সিনেমা দেখার বাংলাদেশের নাম্বার 1 অ্যাপ সিনেমেটিক অ্যাপটি ডাউনলোড করুন গুগল প্লে স্টোর থেকে অথবা ভিজিট করুন cinematic.movie। Meet Harry from a family of Harrys. His friends don't like body hair, and she doesn't either. Body hair a problem? Introducing Wheatman Hair Removal Cream. Just apply, wheat, and wipe for a long-lasting clean look. New Wheatman. Find your sexy. TVS Enjoy Rush. Enjoy Rush জুড়ে TVS এর মোটরসাইকেল কিনে পান অনবরত 15 ছাড়। বিস্তারিত জানতে আজই আসুন TVS এর শোরুমে। হাতের মুঠোয়। সিনেমা দেখার বাংলাদেশের নাম্বার ওয়ান অ্যাপ সিনেমেটিক অ্যাপটি ডাউনলোড করুন গুগল প্লে স্টোর থেকে অথবা ভিজিট করুন cinematic.movie।
Connect and cleared it really well. Enjoy this shot. He was shot, but still, he went to the position really early. Again, he wants to cut this through, but straight to the fielder.
He's a talented player. Mehdi Hasan. In runs, three deliveries. Short ball again, next ball. You don't want to bowl there.
কল বন্ধ, প্রবলেম কোথায়? সিনেমা হল এখন হাতের মুঠোয়। সিনেমা দেখার বাংলাদেশের নাম্বার ওয়ান অ্যাপ সিনেমেটিক অ্যাপটি ডাউনলোড করুন গুগল প্লে স্টোর থেকে অথবা ভিজিট করুন cinematic.movie। ছক্কা, as easily as they come. Swing it around, hit it away. Bye birdie.
I get a feeling that Mustapha is trying to push through that ball. DOA just 2 runs initially in his very first over. He's dropped the catch at the boundary, a straightforward chance. And he's a little anxious. He's a good bowler, mind you. He's a very, very intelligent bowler, Sadiq Hussain. But the ball, the first one there, offside a half track, a drop ball and the third one again. Couple of more runs for Mehdi Hasan.
Mustapha trying to bowl a bit quicker. That has been the case so far in this over. Pitched the ball a bit shorter. This time it was much better stroke from Mahdi. Didn't try to hit that hard, was full, but in the gap. Goes again, in the air. One bounce, fielded it well.
দেশে একমাত্র 100% পিওর প্রাচীন পেট্রোলিয়াম জেলি, ত্বকের যত্নে মায়ের স্পর্শের মতোই বিশুদ্ধ। ফ্রুটসান বিস্কুট খান ভালো জীবন।
খাবারের জন্য মানুষের দারুণ সারে ইসলাম দিচ্ছে ফ্রুট ক্রিম বিস্কুট। ভালো খান, ভালো থাকুন। খুশকি থেকে দূরে থাকতে সাহায্য করে আর 99% জীবাণু দূর করে। বাইরের ভাইরাস থেকে সুরক্ষার জন্য লাইফ বয় হ্যান্ড স্যানিটাইজার, এটি ভাইরাস ধ্বংস করে পানি ছাড়াই।
Nurul Hasan, 224, partnership 26 of 18. 81 and 36. It's still possible. Couple of big overs is what they need. They need boundaries from here on in each and every over. The required run rate is 13.5. Yeah, the top order lost out. Not putting in any sort of partnership or contribution from the top four. That's the reason why they're at this stage 95 for 4. Should we put slap? Then the attack. Oh yes, he's just been allowed to free his arms and once again.
হল বন্ধ, প্রবলেম কোথায়? সিনেমা হল এখন হাতের মুঠোয়। সিনেমা দেখার বাংলাদেশের নাম্বার ওয়ান অ্যাপ সিনেমেটিক অ্যাপটি ডাউনলোড করুন গুগল প্লে স্টোর থেকে অথবা ভিজিট করুন cinematic.movie।
What a shot this is. Ladies and gentlemen, that is not an easy shot. Right over cover, and it goes for 6. One of the longest parts of the ground as well. Deliveries for the second 50. Feeling it was hard
he gets closer to that target, has to be Mehdi and Nurul Hasan Sohan. These two batsmen, bats well together, good understanding together, comes from the same part of the country, full ready to bat long. These two had 89 runs in that partnership against Dhaka in the very first match. Mehdi Hasan scored a 60 of 32. Nurul Hasan also 39 and 20. Down the leg side. Straight to the fielder. Mustafa Rahman will pick it up. Have a look at what he did in the first inning. First match for Russia. He picked up a 50. Played some big shots. 50 of just 32 deliveries. Took on Naeem Hassan. And he was eyeing the onside area. Big shots, very big shots. He's more than capable of scoring runs and scoring runs quickly. And that's what they need today from the bat of Mehdi Hasan. Sohan, they pick up the field. It's important for both these batsmen to realize that since you're batting from this and in the shorter part of the boundaries on the onside, so if you have an opportunity, you've got to grab it with both hands. This is why Mohammad Mithun has put 4 fielders in the boundaries of leg side. Fine leg, useful leg, deep wicket and long on. So they have the protection in the leg side. They need to clear the field. They need to go over the top. But it's gone on the offside. Oh, what a catch!
বল বন্ধ প্রবলেম কোথায় সিনেমা হল এখন হাতের মুঠোয় সিনেমা দেখার বাংলাদেশের নাম্বার 1 অ্যাপ সিনেমাটিক অ্যাপটি ডাউনলোড করুন গুগল প্লে স্টোর থেকে অথবা ভিজিট করুন cinematic.mobi
Yeah, he spoke about trying to go to the shorter boundary. He's trying to go against the grain and he's hit it to the longer part. Hit the 6 a little while ago. It is a good catch because he's on the move. Very well held. Number 5 is falling. And a big time player. Mehdi Hasan gone to 26 on 103 for
5 বছরের পূর্বক্ষণে দেশের জন্য একজনই কাজ করি আর তা ছড়িয়ে দিই ইন্টারনেটের শক্তিতে গ্রামীণ ফোন
বঙ্গবন্ধু ধরেছিলেন হাল সোনার বাংলা গড়ার
পথ দেখিয়েছেন তারুণ্যকে নতুন কিছু করার সেই পথ ধরে আমরা গড়েছি
বিশ্বের বিস্ময়
তার সে স্বপ্নে এগোবে বাংলা।
বঙ্গবন্ধুর স্বপ্নের পথে জেমকন খুলনা জেমকন গ্রুপ
শেষ হয়ে গেলাম ভাই ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1020 টাকা দিতে দিতে
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা এবার সব হবে নগদে
20 টাকার দিন শেষ আমাদের বাংলাদেশ। Hope relies a lot on Nurul Hasan, who is unbeaten on 27. Mohammad Saifuddin is just walking to the bat. He hasn't faced a single delivery. He's on strike now. Looks like he's going to be Ziaur Rahman. Yep. Straight away he goes down the wicket. He's lucky to fall no man's land. Keep losing wickets, that has been the problem. Have a look at why Mohammad Saifuddin is there.
And he had to go offside because the leg side field was packed, so he just moved that cross, wanted to play an overcover shot. But I like the way Nahid made it so easy, and the bowler enjoyed it very much because he knows that was the important wicket of Mahadi.
I just went a little bit square instead of going a little bit square. If he had gone a little bit straighter, that would have been a boundary. Short one. this whole shot. He's done well, Rashidul Hassan. I reckon he's done very well. It's been chilly up here, that's the reason why we all are having a great time with Qazi and Qazi team. Get it right, mate. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Well, you have to look for boundaries, and you have to go and try. It's almost 15 runs from here on, in and over. Hassan, what are you thinking? Where are you thinking? What are his options in this over if he's looking to pick up boundaries?
On the other hand, Zia will not offer any pace. He will bowl his off spinners, he will bowl big back of the lane, and he will make sure there's not enough pace and bounce for the batsman to pick up.
Required run rate, honestly, approaching 15. Slight change in the field, middle comes up into the circle. And there's more protection, you'd say, on the leg side. His line has to be in this region. Force the batsman to play through the leg side, so you're going about the leg stump region. But back to that required run rate, 14.89. 67 off 27. You need an over of at least 20. Start breathing again. Start having hope.
45 in last 3 overs is not a bad effort. But as Edward Wilson was mentioning, maybe a big over. Not just one over, I reckon a couple of big overs will just give them that hope one more time that they are back for the chase. The movement's struggling, really struggling. He's taking a lot of time to make sure that he has the field in the right position. 3 on the onside, inside the circle, only 1 on the offside. Oh yes, it looks good and it's gone the distance. That's what they needed. It's an IP easy 6 for Mohammad Saifuddin.
10 off 4 deliveries. And it's just gone from 4 to 10 with this particular shot. It's almost a free hit, you would say, with the short boundary, with that kind of length. He's able to just free his arms. It's a slower delivery. He just times the swing of the bat ever so nicely.
Well, it's gone. It looked a wide delivery, but he tried to chase it and straight into the hands of Liton Das. After hitting a big 6, Mohammad Saifuddin flicks 1 to the keeper.
Spoken so much about Liton Das's batting, but have a look at this for glove work. It's a full swing of the bat. Happy as you like, in the heart of the gloves. That's not an easy thing to do.
That was neat. Saifuddin goes for 9, 115 for 6. And that's Bosnodara LP gas timeout.
ওদের একটু কান্নাকাটি যেন দিনটা করে উঠছে।
তোদের একটু ভালোর জন্য তাই নতুন পথে হাঁটি।
তোরা থাকিস যদি ভালো, আমার ঘরটা ভরা আলো। তাই তো সন্তানের সুস্থতার জন্য সাশ্রয় বিশ্বমানের বাংলাদেশের প্রথম পুল আপ প্যান্ট ডায়াপার্স বসুন্ধরা ডায়ার প্যান্ট। এটি দ্রুত শোষণ ক্ষমতা সম্পন্ন ও শতভাগ লিক প্রুফ বলে শিশুকে রাখে নিরাপদ, দেয় আরাম। বসুন্ধরা ডায়ার প্যান্ট ওর ভালোর জন্য।
বিকাশ অ্যাপে ডাবল বোনাস। প্রথমবার অ্যাপে লগ ইন করলেই 25 টাকা বোনাস, তারপর প্রথম 25 টাকা রিচার্জে আরো 50 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। এখনই বিকাশ অ্যাপে লগ ইন করে মোবাইল রিচার্জ করুন।
জানাও তোমার 3টি ইচ্ছা। ওকে, দাঁড়ালাম। বাকি 2টা স্প্রাইট।
শেষ ইচ্ছা, আবার 3টে ইচ্ছা দাও। স্প্রাইট। আগে তৃষ্ণা মেটাও। মিনিটে মিনিটে ক্যাশব্যাক। বিল বিকাশ করলেই প্রতি মিনিটে প্রথম জন পাচ্ছেন 100 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। তাই বিদ্যুৎ, পানি, গ্যাস সহ সব ধরনের বিল আজই বিকাশ করুন। আসবো না রে। কেন বুঝবি না? বুঝবো না মানে বল।
এয়ারটেলে কথা বলো মন খুলে 28 টাকায় 45 মিনিট ও 48 টাকায় 80 মিনিট।
আসতেছি।
এয়ারটেল। আজকে আমার দিন, আজকে আমি খাবো অনেক অনেক চিকেন ম্যাগি। ফ্রাইডেতে শ্রিম্প ম্যাগি, স্যাটারডেতে ভেজি ওয়ান, মঙ্গল বুধ বৃহস্পতি সুফি এগ টাউমিয়া, সানডে মানডে ম্যাগি চিকেন।
ম্যাগি মানে ভিন্ন স্বাদের প্রতিদিন।
ভাগ্যিস ম্যাগি ছিল। From Nestle.
তাকে একটা মোবাইলই দাও, সাথে ক্যাশ আউট 30 টাকা।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা। এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ। The lead runs and the lead runs quickly here. The problem is that there's just keep on losing wickets one after another. Tanzul is the new batsman, Tanzul Islam. It's just been difficult for them. But he'll still pick up his first runs.
116 for 6.
কোকা-কোলার সাথে খাওয়ার মজা জমবে। সবচেয়ে বিস্তৃত 4.5 GB স্টক নেটওয়ার্কে গেমিংয়ের নতুন এক্সপেরিয়েন্স।
$116 for 6. Last one to go was Mohammad Saifuddin. He hit a sixer for previous delivery, but he chased a wide one. Good glove work, very good. Good anticipation, and they had to pin the glove right above where he was anticipating the ball's going to come through. Right, Mustafizur Rahman, not among the wickets so far, but he is the highest wicket taker. None for 10 in 2. And they've got a very good bowling attack. We spoke about the opening partnership between Liton Das and Tumbu Sharkar. The partnership between Shurikul Islam and Mustafizur Rahman has been outstanding here. It gives him so much time to be able to play and share the dressing room with someone like Mustafizur. Have a look at these two. Mustafizur Rahman bowling his slow delivery, the cutters, similar kind of action, but have a look at the wrist right at the end. It just opens up from Mustafizur Rahman. That's why he gets a little bit more off the surface, uppish. But to be able to share the dressing room with Mustafizur Rahman, and I reckon it's a big learning phase for him to learn so much from Mustafizur, and it's working well in his favour. Shurikul Islam has been pretty effective.
It's totally contrasting bowling. You can look at the action, they look all good there, but it's all about the wrist. And you've got to understand something about Mustafizur's slower ball. You're not going to be able to replicate that because of the flexibility in his wrist. He's been born with that. But what Shurikul is doing well here is that he's working with what he has, coming right over the top and bowling the slow ball into the surface and using his fingers. Now if he tries to replicate what Mustafizur is doing there, it could mess up his action totally. Purely born and blessed. In the air, hanging, two men are converging, third man, good catch! Daul Rahman takes one that hangs in the air and another one falls.
Zia has taken a blinder. Mustafi is bowling his cutters. His go-to delivery. Shohan plays the ball early, getting a top edge. And in one moment we thought it was falling in the gap, but Zia, he covers the ground and takes a brilliant low catch. Mustafi is now among the wickets. Chauhan goes out for 28, 119 for 7.
Losing too many wickets and the runs on the board, 119. Is not going to help Rajshahi because in any way in terms of the net run rate. Arafat Sunny is the new batsman. It's just been difficult, so very difficult. Tafizo picking up his 16th wicket and trying to eye the onside, getting a leading edge, and then it's a very good catch from Ziaur, owning in front and then judging it to perfection. Well done, Zia.
Is Rahman. Here we go, 16, 3 in front of the next man. Shahidul Islam. Islam Rabi for 13 is a tie there for second. Then just one spinner, Rudol Islam for 12. He'll be in action later. Picked up 5, I think, in the one game. If he continues with that form, he'll climb up that ladder. Has he got all of this? Yes, he does. Pick the bones out of that. IPDC 6 to finish the 17th. 127 for 7.
In 18, nice way to finish off the previous over. 6 from the back of Tanzamur. 127 to 7. The two new batsmen in the crease is not going to be easy. Ziaur Rahman, 1 for 11 in the second over now. Starts with a wide.
I always like that reaction. The bowler, as he goes through his run-up, he knows it's gone for wide, but when he sees the arms extended, it's like a shock. Quite comical. This went for 6. Really good swing of the bat. Long, one of the longest parts of the ground.
So they just missed the length, and Sanjamul picked up the length, used the vacant area for a IPDC 6. Sanjamul can bat.
This was a long hit. That is a very long way away. Organic bottle, he hit that on the full. Walk away with 50,000 taka. Hasn't happened yet. Tell you what, today, a very long hit into that area.
Bashundara mask. Stay safe, protect others.
heard at all times. Put a gentleman in the back. Good.
Things are not looking easy for Rajshahi at the moment. On the other hand, Chattogram must be feeling very much confident and relaxed. They're number one. They're going to finish number one. Looks like they're going to win the match today.
18, almost 18 required run rate. The only blemish if you're talking about is a slap that only be a couple of runs. Only blemish in the Bangabandhu T20 for Chattogram is that lost to Dhaka, Lakshmipur Dhaka. They won every other match. They've looked to play their part right from the word go. This is coming up next. Fortune Borishal versus Beksimko Dhaka. Beksimko Dhaka also looking all of a sudden in really good touch. Fortune Borishal will be hoping that they can really bat well in that match. Short delivery. Yeah, when you keep losing wickets, it's so hard, very difficult for the low order batsmen to do what was expected from the top order.
Beksimko Dhaka could just leapfrog Koma and end up in second and have two opportunities, and I tell you what, that'll be a mouth-watering encounter. So there's a lot riding on that particular game, not from the bottom of the table, but from the top of the table as well. Wow, that'll be exciting, and they're on a very good run. They've won 4 in a row.
And if you look at the way they have played the last 4 matches that you mentioned, Beksimko Dhaka, brilliant. Now look at those. 4 in a row in the bottom 4. First 3 they lost, but the after one of the bottom 4, these are the ones, the last 4 ones that they won by 7 wickets, 25 runs, 7 runs, 20 runs. They're getting into a really good momentum. Solid comeback. Well, this should be taken. And it is. Too easy. Tandem will go. Zia Rahman picks another wicket.
Things are not looking good for Rajshahi. Zia picking up wickets in regular intervals. Once again, a slower ball, Sanjay, no timing, and Sanjit Saha takes a all. Oh, isn't he happy? Gee, I was talking to him this morning and he said, I'm relying on those slower balls. Musadik finding it funny. Sanjay goes for 12, 1, 3, 3, 4, 8.
Zia Rahman. I hope he can do some damage with the bat because he was expensive in that 19th over that he bowled. Couple of full tosses, he was taken away above the waist high. He's here because of this slow delivery, doing the trick once again for Zia Rahman. "24 runs in that over from Rizal, completed by Anisul Islam. Right, not looking good at all for Rajshahi. Oh, close. I reckon it's very close.
He's probably thinking outside leg. I think that's a discussion from the keeper in terms of the line. Leg buys that have been called for. Probably outside leg.
With that angle, probably it was pitched outside leg stump. Yes, it maybe hitting line, maybe hitting the wicket, but if it's pitched outside leg stump, there is no LBW for you.
The group right side looks as if they'll be watching the next encounter with a bated breath, with hope. Wow. Good from Milton Das because he signaled it straight away.
That was a good solid defense, but you need big hits, you need big boundaries, 6s and 4s. What are you doing, Reza? 41 needed of 8. I know it's very difficult, but you cannot defend the ball in this situation.
I reckon it's all over. $43 for 4 in the last 30 deliveries. And we just be hoping that they'll be actually keeping a close eye on that match that we spoke about.
League Stadium.
They know so much will be riding on that match for both the teams. Tamim Iqbal and Mushfiqur Rahim, they escape us. $136 for 8. And a number of batters are getting into the double figures, and none are going on to in the big numbers, 28 the highest. But it has been a very good performance from Chattogram. Once again, talking about batting, you're talking about bowling, and Chattogram fans will be keeping themselves busy. Ace Virtual fan zone, sitting at their homes, and having a look at what Chattogram has done, they'll be very pleased. It's just been a very good performance from the bat, from the ball. Been excellent. They have hardly given anything away. Remember that that match against Khulna when Shamsur Rahman smashed the six in the last over. We could hardly see anything. And picked that beautifully and hit those winning shot. He's been in tremendous form with the bat. Liton Das. Shobhashakar, yes, I hope he's okay because he will need to play a very big part. He's just been off colour, Mohammad Mithun, but he's handled the side pretty well. I reckon his captaincy has been pretty decent.
Almost as if they were out of it from over number 1. There was an edge, a edge that wasn't appealed at particular instance. They weren't picking up any wickets. Dazi Group and how they've gone, just one blemish. That was against Dhaka by 7 runs, but everything else has just got a big old W. And so since that first over and how they went in the field in the power play, and even how they finished their bowling innings and then coming into their batting innings, it just seemed they were always one step behind.
Rajshahi looked out of this from the first over. They didn't appeal. Their fielding placements were a bit wrong. The last over, 2 no balls, like high full tosses, and then when they started batting, they were out of the game from the ball 1.
Anyway, cricket's a funny game. You just never know what's going to happen in the next encounter. That's why you need to stay with us. Bangladesh T20 Cup. That what if they make it into that final spot? Rajshahi, you pull off a win in the eliminator. Oh my!
Possible. Yeah, it's still possible. Very much possible. Canada said another win for Chattogram, another loss for Rajshahi. He'll be a very happy man. It's a convincing win. Chattogram go on to win by 36 runs.